Behold Olympus, radiant and eternal, the sacred home of the gods, crowned with divine majesty. From its lofty peaks, clouds gather like veils of heaven, shielding the realm of immortals. Here every stone whispers with power, every breeze carries the breath of divinity. It is upon this hallowed mountain that the fate of gods and men shall be decided. It was the cradle of myths, the stage where the fate of gods and mortals alike would unfold. This is Zeus, the mighty king of the Olympian gods, wielder of thunder, ruler of the skies, and the one who would change the fate of Olympus forever. In the age before Olympus, the mighty Titan Kronos ruled beside his queen, Rhea. Their reign was vast, yet shadowed by prophecy. Blinded by fear, Kronos devoured each of his children, believing this would keep his throne secure. With each child devoured, Rhea's heart sank deeper into despair, until she resolved to deceive her husband to save but one. To protect her youngest son, Rhea carried the infant Zeus in secret, hiding him deep within a mountain cave. Yet Zeus was spared, raised in secrecy, nourished by nymphs and hidden from his father's gaze. The child grew under divine protection. From a fragile infant, Zeus grew into a figure of strength and resolve, destined to challenge the tyranny of Kronos. Guided by destiny, Zeus sought weapons of power, forging the thunderbolt, a gift that would shake the heavens. And there, with storms at his back and fire in his eyes, the young Zeus prepared to claim his destiny. Clever and determined, Zeus devised a plan. Disguised as a servant, he offered Kronos a potion. The Titan drank, unaware that the mixture would force him to vomit the children he had swallowed. One by one, the swallowed gods were freed. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon emerged once more. United with Zeus, they formed the Olympians, a new generation destined to rule. Hades, lord of the underworld, took the helm of shadows, a crown of fear and invisibility. Poseidon, master of the seas, wielded the mighty trident that could shake the oceans. Together, they stood as Zeus's brothers and allies, ready to face the Titans. But Kronos was not alone. He summoned the ancient Titans, his mighty kin of old. From the depths of the mountains and across the endless sky, they gathered, towering and wrathful, unwilling to surrender their dominion without a fight. War shook the heavens and the earth for 10 long years. For long years, neither Titan nor Olympian gained the upper hand. The world hung in a fragile balance, trembling with every clash. Until Zeus unleashed his true storm, the Titanomachy of thunder, fire, and stone. Thunder roared across the heavens, mountains split open, torn by the clash of gods and titans. The seas boiled, rising in furious waves. Volcanoes erupted, spewing fire into the skies. The very earth trembled, shaking beneath their wrath. Every strike of Zeus's thunderbolt shattered the night. At last, the tide turned. The Titans, once invincible, began to falter. Chains of divine fire were cast upon them, every link forged by the will of Olympus. Kronos roared, but his strength waned. One by one, the mighty fell, their colossal forms bound, struggling in vain. The age of the Titans was broken forever. Banished to Tartarus, the defeated Titans descended, a pit deeper than the earth, darker than night. Here the Titans remained, bound and forgotten, their glory reduced to silence. Tartarus became their tomb of despair. Victory was won, the war at its end. The chains of Kronos sealed the age of Titans. Zeus was no longer a rebel son. He was king, ruler of gods and mortals alike. And so Olympus shone with light. The storm of war gave way to dawn. The heavens stretched wide in peace. Olympus stood eternal, radiant in triumph. The cosmos, once torn apart by chaos, now yearned for order, a ruler to bind heaven and earth together. From the heights of Mount Olympus, Zeus raised his thunderbolt to the heavens. The war was won, the Titans defeated, and a new order of gods began. Zeus now reigned as king of Olympus, master of the skies, and wielder of thunder. Zeus wields the mighty lightning bolt, a weapon forged by the Cyclops. With it, he commands the storms, punishes mortals, and asserts his supreme authority across heaven and earth. In the fires of the forge, Hephaestus shaped the divine thunderbolt, a weapon of destiny, to serve the hand of Zeus. With a single gesture, the heavens answered. Winds raged, clouds collided, and the storm obeyed its king. The wrath of Olympus descended in fire. No Titan could withstand the strike of Zeus. Beside him sat Hera, queen of the gods. Together, they ruled Olympus, power and majesty entwined. From the throne of Olympus, Zeus stood surrounded by his children, gods and heroes alike. Each carried a gift of power, each a spark of destiny born from the king of the sky. With Athena at his side, wisdom sharpened his rule. She was the goddess of strategy and war, guiding heroes with the clarity of divine intellect. Apollo, radiant with light, brought harmony to Zeus's reign. Through music, prophecy, and the sun itself, he spread divine order across the world. Artemis, mistress of the hunt, carried the wild within her bow. Under Zeus, the forests and moonlight were bound to divine rule. Hermes, swift messenger of the gods, carried Zeus's will across heaven and earth. With his cunning and speed, he bridged the world of mortals and immortals. Perseus, born of Zeus, stood as a mortal hero, blessed with divine aid. With courage unshaken, he carried his father's will against monsters and kings alike. Heracles, strongest of mortals, were trials that shook the earth. Yet through his father's blood, he endured a son whose legend grew beyond all time. From Zeus came Helen, beauty beyond mortal measure. Her face, it was said, could launch 1,000 ships and ignite wars of legend. From Olympus, Zeus judged with fairness. Thunder was his law, justice his gift to mankind. Those who rose in arrogance felt his strike. The proud were humbled by the hand of Zeus. Mortals bowed, trembling beneath his gaze. To Zeus they offered loyalty, fear, and devotion. In temples of stone, offerings burned in his name. The Greeks honored their father of gods with fire and sacrifice. Pillars rose to the heavens, carved in glory. The temple of Zeus stood as a monument to divine power. In Olympia, the world beheld his likeness, a wonder of the ancient age. The statue of Zeus inspired awe eternal. In the halls of heaven, Zeus reigned in splendor. The gods gathered around, radiant beneath his throne. To mortals, Zeus was both protector and tyrant, a father they feared, yet could not live without. Pillars rose to the heavens, carved in glory. Temples stood as monuments to his name. To all ages, he remained the symbol of dominion. Zeus, eternal, unyielding, the supreme power of Olympus. Thus Zeus, the thunderer, reigned eternal, a god of might and paradox, feared, loved, and never forgotten. His name still echoes through the ages, the undying symbol of Olympus.